Welcome to the Timely Drops of Wisdom podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Carmon, founder of Resourced Apothecary, where we are asking you to rethink how you refill your cup. Resourced Apothecary offers sustainable practices and products to help you deepen your connection to yourself, your community, and to Mother Nature. Here in this podcast, I'm sharing the plant spirit medicine I receive from the plants and the land. The plants share their wisdom through messages and actual medicines. We'll discuss both in detail. In addition, I provide sound healing and guided meditation to help you connect in with the plants in your unique way. And I offer suggestions for integrating all of this into your life with rituals and practices that are both manageable and powerful. I'm thankful you're here. Let's get into today's topic. Hello, dear listener. I have to tell you, I've wrestled with whether or not 2 straight months of focus on Marigold is the best choice. I've wondered, how much is there to actually say? We get it. She's fabulous. But let me tell you, this time around, starting back at the beginning with the wisdom Marigold shares, rereading and listening again, reflecting on how far this wisdom has carried me personally, and realizing how much potential there still is, I'm 100% positive that this is exactly what is needed right now. I've been participating in a business incubator of sorts with Create Birmingham called Co-Starters. The Co-Starters program is offered nationally, and I highly recommend it if you are a creative looking to start or grow your business. Our graduation was this week, and our final task was to pitch our business. In a traditional pitch, one would explain the business, its mission, the problem it solves, how it does so, and then give financial projections and market analysis. Luckily, I was supported throughout the program in collecting and organizing this data. Putting the information together in a presentation, though, left me feeling super out of alignment. My friend, I was swirling out. The self-doubt and imposter syndrome were taking over. It was not pretty. When my presentation was finally created, I got still and recognized how many signals my body was sending me that this was just not right. I paused and reached for my Marigold flower essence because I've been on this journey right there with you this past month. And I called on the spirit of Marigold. I started to vent about why this felt wrong. I don't fit in the typical box for business. I have been trying to do so, and it isn't right. There is so little value in trying to vanilla what I do and why I do it. I've been telling people I make herbal self-care products. And that's not a lie, but it isn't really the whole truth either. I am a multi-passionate creator. And a lot of people see that as being all over the place and not focusing on one surefire way to be successful. But I love to immerse myself in the energy of the world. I channel wisdom from the natural world and delight in translating those messages to share with you. The products that I make are meant to be vehicles for those plant spirit messages so that you can experience and embody that wisdom. I use frequencies like sound and aromatherapy and pure energy to offer a kind of healing that you can't usually see and that doesn't make sense until you've actually felt it. So I scrapped my whole presentation and instead created an experience. I stood up in front of that room and shared the wisdom of Marigold. I passed around the flower essence and then offered the vibrations from the sun tuning fork to every person there. And it was awesome. These people who I'd spent 10 weeks with, going over numbers and defining target audiences, learning and growing with, finally experienced what it is I actually do. And they loved it. Marigold's message of showing up, taking up space, and remembering your true inherent worth resonated with all of us. For me, it was quite a humbling experience. In the moment that I finally decided to show up fully, I was able to provide the most value. She's been saying that for quite a while now, hasn't she? And each time I receive her message, I think, okay, I'm really getting this. Yes, full integration. And then I have another experience to deepen my understanding of this seemingly simple message. I have another chance to shed whatever defense mechanism that is no longer serving me, whatever mask I've been wearing. And every time, I'm floored by the outcome. I share all this with you to say, keep going, keep leaning in. There is so much wisdom available to us, and sometimes it takes coming back to it again and again to truly absorb it. And before you get bummed about repetition and tell me you want something new, let me stop you right there. The message will not change. How it lands in you absolutely will. And in a world where we are constantly bombarded with the message that we are not good enough, that we are not prepared, that there is still more to learn, or that we are broken, it is time to start repeating regularly the message that we are absolutely not broken, that we have all we need, and that when we are in true alignment and when we show up and shine our light, we are doing it right. Do you remember in my conversation with Sherry last week when we were talking about movement? I shared how this time around I'm feeling really inspired to move. I'm finally understanding that a certain amount of the stagnation I'm feeling in my first and second chakra, both energetically and physically, will only be released with movement. How my long-held stance of stillness over movement is shifting. You listened to that episode, right? Okay, good. Because it's going to make more sense why I'm so very excited for the re-release of the Marigold body oil from Resourced Apothecary. I have loved this oil from day one. This oil and the message about its use propelled me to double down on my relationship with my physical body, to get serious about investing in making that relationship a truly loving one. After a year of offering appreciation and love to my body, is it any wonder that my views on movement have changed? Is it any wonder that I can now approach movement as a gift? Well, yeah, honestly, it is still quite a wonder. I was committed. That movement just wasn't for me. And for the fear of commitment I have, once I am committed, it is deep and strong. But in that way, it's no surprise that it did take a year to chip away at this false narrative I had. But for me, there was no other way. I had to invest in loving my body, my whole self. I had to develop the appreciation for what my body does do for me before I could respectfully approach how I might support it in changing. Here's what I think is so cool about all of this. That is one part of the trajectory working with Marigold put me on. There are so many facets of my life that are being affected by Marigold's wisdom. When you hear that message, that wisdom, she's not saying, let me show you how to exercise. She's not saying, let me show you how to be a more confident entrepreneur. She is saying, let me show you how to shine. Let me show you your unique, inherent value. Let me support you while you shine that light that is yours into this world. So, dear listener, I ask you, what does showing up look like for you? What does shining your light fully and unapologetically look like for you? Are you seeing new aspects of your being? Are you ready to? Marigold is ready to support you in this process. I am ready to support you in this process. You hear me say all the time, rethink how you refill your cup. If you'd like me to help hold the pitcher while we refill your cup together, please reach out. In vibrational energy healing sessions, I create space and guide you into deep connection to your own ability to heal. Sometimes it is easier to get through certain situations in life with a guide. Sometimes it takes walking with someone else to see the next right steps on your path to alignment and joy. I'm honored to get to walk with you in any capacity. Until next time, big love, my friend.